Salute, guys, and welcome to class, guys. We got a Thanksgiving special, if that's what you want to call it. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Happy salute to you, whatever you celebrate, guys. Welcome to class. Hit that like button. That's how you pay your school tuition. Keep in mind that we don't cater, guys. We don't cater or pander to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or emotions. We cater and pander to the truth. We cater to common sense, and we do not complicate that, guys. All right? Salute to the Bread Squad, y'all. Let's get straight on into the content. Y'all see the title. Bitter baby moms want child's father to sign over his parental rights, guys. We got two videos for you today, guys, because we know they don't talk about this in our mainstream on social media. They paint the man out to be the second class citizen. And men, we are not second class citizens. Fathers, we are not second class citizens. The majority of fathers want their children. And today, we're going to see the truth. All right, guys, so without any further ado, let's get it. Fair use, my girl Love Dorsey. Y'all already know.
Like I have to really search and find somebody to watch her.
So what do you? I guess what I'm trying to say. I got you. And listen, I get that you're emotional. Trust me, I understand. As a parent, I get your frustration. But I guess what I'm trying to understand is, for example, when you said, your baby daddy was ordered to pay something and he didn't pay it by the date that the court said, but he was able to come to court, finagle.
With these baby mothers, guys, it's all about control. You got to remember, these women want to control everything. They want to control the finances. And they was taught. Somebody taught them that they supposed to control the man. Somebody taught them that they supposed to control the nigga. You know what I mean? And we know that that's false. You got to control yourself. You got to control yourself. That's the only thing you can control. But these women are programmed to control the nigga.
For whatever excuse, and as long as he got it paid that day, they didn't do nothing to him. If it got paid, what is it that are you wanting to see him go to jail, or what is it that you're wanting?
I want him to be held accountable.
So you want to see him? Go ahead.
Even before, I didn't ask for him to go to jail. That was something the judge threw out last month.
Right. But I guess what I'm trying to say is most of the time, and when you understand that this country is a business, most stuff be about money anyway, even down to criminal crimes. Like we ain't even talking about, family court, because you're talking about family court. I'm saying even if somebody commit an actual crime against somebody else who is a real victim, if you got the right bread and you get the right attorney and you can go to court like your baby daddy and you can finagle excuses or a defense to where you can come up off that shit, that's what it ends up being about. So what I'm saying is, if the court said, okay, he's supposed to pay blah by this date, he don't pay it by this date, but he go to court with a good enough excuse and have the cheese right then.
Yo, Kenyatta, yeah, that was an original beat right there. You could check OKL. Okay, let's talk about it. Made that one for me right there on the intro.
To pay for whatever, like, can you understand how that would basically alleviate him from doing jail time?
Right, chick, you got to figure it out. What is it that you want? Is it that you want the support? You see how they want to control the whole situation? Some chicks don't even want the support. They don't even want the father in the picture. Some chicks want the support without the dad. Some chicks don't want the support, don't want the dad. You know what I mean? Some chicks want all three. Shit crazy.
I do understand it, and I guess that's the part that.
So, but that's why I'm asking you. But that's why I'm asking you to be. But that's why I'm asking you to be honest. You're basically wanting to see him go to jail because, of course, it seems unfair that he's skating through the system.
It's not today. Yeah, that's what I wanted. But all the other times, I just want.
These women be jealous of our biological makeup, bro. They be jealous of what God gave us, you know what I mean? They done shook what they mama gave them, but they jealous and envious of what our father gave us, bro. Peep game.
Wanted the judge to make him accountable. Like, okay, you got a mentor. Any other time somebody comes, he brings me on. I don't know what it is for me and this judge, but if I come to court half-ass or if I'm in there 15 minutes late, he's crucifying me. But this
See, they always worry about the next person. They always worry about the other side and never focus on they self. This why they never get better. Cause they so busy worried about the other side. Now here you worrying about how the judge treat him and not how the judge treat you. Why is the judge treating you like you probably a scam artist? The judge probably sent you lying and eating crab legs. You see, you got to take that into account. Stop worrying about the other side all of the time and focus on yourself. You can't control the other side, sis. Damn, fuck I
I want to
pressed.
be in my daughter's life. What's wrong with that?
The shit got so today, yeah, that's what I wanted. But all
Hold on, guys. Let me reset that.
Go
My
ahead.
bad.
even before, I didn't ask for him to go to jail. That was something the judge threw out last month.
Right.
And you
But
jumped on it.
that's what I'm trying to say is most of the time, and when you understand that this country is a business, most stuff be about money anyway, even down to criminal crimes. Like we ain't even talking about family court, because you're talking about family court. I'm saying even if somebody commit an actual crime against somebody else who is a real victim, if you got the right bread and you get the right attorney and you can go to court like your baby daddy and you can finagle excuses or a defense to where you can come up off that shit, that's what it ends up being about. So what I'm saying is if the court said, okay, he's supposed to pay blah by this date, he don't pay it by this date, but he go to court with a good enough excuse and have the cheese right then to pay for whatever. Like, can you understand how that would like basically alleviate him from doing jail time?
I do understand it, and I guess that's the part that.
So, but that's why I'm asking you. But that's why I'm asking you to be. But that's why I'm asking you to be honest. You're basically wanting to see him go to jail because, of course, it seems unfair that he's like skating through the system.
It's not today. Yeah, that's what I wanted. But all the other times, I just wanted the judge to make him accountable. Like, okay, you got a mentor.
Yo, Sicky, yeah, that's love right there. That's love right there, man.
Or any other time somebody comes like he brings me on. I don't know what it is with me and this judge, but if I come to court half-assed or if I'm in there 15 minutes late, like he's crucifying me. But this nigga could show up to court, give you, and we both don't have attorneys. So that's like when I first filed this, I had an attorney, but the shit got so costly because he wasn't coming to court to where I couldn't afford to pay her anymore.
Right.
So everything that I'm doing right now, dealing with this, is coming out of my pocket, and the judge not ordering him to pay anything back. And that's what I'm trying to get him to understand, like how this is affecting not only me mentally and physically,
but okay. So I'm
too.
Right. So I'm trying to help you with the mental part at this moment. All you're feeling is jealousy. That's it. You may not want to call it that. You might want to keep making the statement.
They want to lie and eat crab legs. But the truth is what it is, sis. And y'all got to come to grips with the truth. Y'all need more of the truth. The truth don't hurt. The truth heal. Let's normalize that.
I want him to be held accountable. You just Jealousy is a normal human emotion, but I want you to be real with yourself. What you're feeling is that I'm jealous that I'm bearing a lot of the adult responsibility with our kid, and then we go to court where I thought child support was going to wring his neck or the court system was going to wring his neck. They not. He's getting away with it. He's basically probably shucking and jiving the same way he's been doing in y'all co-parenting situation. Does this make sense?
We don't that's the thing. We don't co-parent. Like, I don't even talk to him. We only see each other when we're in court. And I don't call him. I don't bother him. He testified in court a couple of weeks ago. In 3 years, she's only called my phone maybe 4 or 5 times. And that's the honest truth. Because I don't call him. My family and that's why I said I have no one to talk to, because honestly, outside of 2 people, no one even knows he fucking exists. Somebody thinks that the person who's raising my daughter, they think that's who her dad is.
That's crazy, sis. So it sounds like you running a scam. It sounds like you running a swindle and you just want to control the swindle. You don't want, like, what is it that you want? Now I'm confused. I'm just as confused as love. I'm confused. What is it that you want? You don't talk to him. You don't want him to talk to you. Well, you just want the money. You just want the child support. What is it? Talk. Tell the truth.
So it's not like I'm calling causing any type of trouble in his
I'm
life.
not,
or
listen,
being
baby,
a
listen,
bitter
but
baby
I want you to
mama.
listen to me because you're in your feelings, you're emotional, and you're on the defense. I'm telling you so you can rationalize what you're feeling. It's just jealousy. It's jealousy. You would have liked to see him go to jail today and them follow through with the contempt order because, of course, you feel like that's what he deserves. But he was able.
And it's sad, yo. They love to see the dads go to jail, but then these are the same sisters that turn around and talk about what men don't build, what men haven't built. But all we see is them engaging in destruction and tearing the man down. Now, why you want to see this man go to jail when you got the child support? You got the child support. You might have didn't get it on time, but you got the child support. Is it really worth sending your child's father, your child's masculine energy to jail? Sad, yo.
Able to shuck and jive through the system. That's what the court system is in this country. Like, do you understand what I'm explaining?
I understand that part.
Okay, so now
The court system works in favor of the pervert person that's giving the money. So if you sitting there begging, if you one of the beggars, you waiting for the check, the court system not gonna be in your favor when it comes to that. You know what I mean? They're gonna rock out with the person that's giving the money, who's spending the most. Remember, it's rich versus poor. You know what I mean? And it costs you more to stay poor and dumb, sis.
what are y'all going to court for? You're trying to get some sort of child support.
It's we're going to court right now because he's not paying the child support.
Okay, good.
Originally, yes.
So okay, good. So when y'all are in court, like, what is the judge ordering him to do? What is these payments for? Is it court fees or are these child support payments?
No, he's ordered to pay the child support 75% of unpaid medical expense, and it was supposed to be court costs. But again, today, that court cost got threw out for whatever reason. The judge decided not to. He said he didn't remember telling him that.
Okay,
Even
cool.
though he told him that, and it's in the judgment.
Okay, cool. So on your end, what benefits you? The child support part, right?
I mean, not really. It's only $187.
Okay.
Oh my God, yo, here we go with the madness, guys. I done told you about this bullshit. It's only, not really. She don't need it, but it's only. She don't need it, but it's only. Oh my God, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, so then
Get
why are
out.
you going to court? If the $187 don't benefit you to get it, why y'all going to court?
And that's why I get frustrated because I want people to.
Because you want to tear the black man down. You want to tear the man down. It ain't even about the money, guys. I be wanting y'all to know that. It don't even be about the squilla, B. It be about the destruction. All they know, all they will learn is how to tear shit down. I ain't even gonna say strengthen with this one dummy on Facebook a little while ago. She jumps on the post, of course. They all got a super moms. My mom's raised me right. So that black woman, she's speaking for herself. No, she's speaking for all black women. She's speaking for black female nature. That's what she's speaking for. You know what I mean? No, she's speaking for because she was raised in a horrible environment. But ma'am, you're single and you're on social media daily looking for love. So you were raised just as poorly as those women who are admitting the truth now. Crazy, yo. Shit be crazy to me, yo. I don't be understanding these bitches, man.
To understand, and people seem to not understand.
What?
I feel like, and this is just me coming from a broken family like this, with my dad doing the same thing, so it's a little bit more personal to me. So, well, I feel like it takes two people to have a kid.
Yep.
Don't nobody like mothers. You can't do the same shit. Like we can't do the same thing that a nigga doing.
Yes, but listen, baby, listen to what I'm saying. I did a whole Zoom on baby daddy issues, co-parenting. The main thing that we feel as baby mamas towards baby daddies, it be jealousy. It be that we have a kid, we be stuck with the responsibility, and they able to move in ways that we cannot. And we're jealous of that. We feel like.
And that's not our fault. God created us with a penis. He created y'all with the hole. You know what I mean? That's not our fault. You got to take that up with God. I understand that Satan then got folks down here not confused, thinking it's cool to be a boy and it's cool to be a girl. But no, God created a man, God created a woman, and we can't be blamed for him creating us as men. All right? Serious.
Like it is unfair. That's what you're feeling. It's not that nobody understands. It's that's what it is.
I don't mean to cut you off, and I don't, because I know we kind of on a time limit, but this is why.
You do mean to cut her off, because at this point you're not even listening to take in and interpret new information like we talk about over here all of the time. These hell of a bitches think they know everything because they mama taught them. And because they know everything, they cut themselves off from learning new information because they know everything. Because if it don't fit with what their mother installed in them, then it's, oh no, that's wrong. When it's the information that's going to change their position in life. Because their mother, obviously, her body, her choice them right into poverty. Let's talk about it.
I feel that. Because when I told him I was pregnant, I gave him the opportunity to walk away, and he chose not to. Also, several times in court, I have asked him to sign over his rights to the person who's actually taking care of her, and he still refuses to. So that lets me know you want some type of involvement. We know.
Yo, it sounds like you're trying to control an accident. Is this a one night stand turned into a baby? Like, you see what I mean by these females, bro? And they always trying to cover the cat litter in the cat box. They always trying to cover their shit, yo. And they'll use the kid, they'll use the simp enforcer, they'll use anybody they can to help cover that shit. What the fuck going on here?
That is not visible. Why are you holding on to a child that you don't want to know?
Okay, so let's okay, so let's back up. You said when you found out you was pregnant, you gave him the option to do what? Like you gave him the option, like I'll get it.
Away. I told him, I said, at that time I had a lot going on for myself. Like I
Here we go. Now she's gonna make herself a victim. Because at that time I had a lot going on for myself. So if I said the wrong thing or if I made the wrong decision, it ain't really my fault. No accountability. No accountability. No accountability. Whether you had a lot going on or a little, the decision was yours to make, and you made a bad one. Now own up to it and move on.
Living in Atlanta at the time, this is somebody that we had been friends since high school. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we was in a relationship because we wasn't. We were friends, and we crossed the lines of becoming intimate. We had dated in the past, but we crossed the lines of becoming intimate. So I had to
love. Please get her love. Can you please get her love and teach her? Teach this woman, yo. You heard what she just said, love. You heard what she just admitted, bro. She was a jump off, bro. They were not even in a committed relationship. They were friends, and he smashed. She busted open. And now she's on here complaining and crying. I tell you this. We talk about this every day. The misinformation that these women are running off of, and which is leading to them making bad decisions, and then they sticking their hand in their pockets like if they could do no wrong. Incredible. Get a love.
We had a baby. We never had any issues. Like I highly respect.
Right. So okay. So what I'm asking is, right. But what I'm asking you is, when you got pregnant, what were you giving him? The option of an abortion or the option of just, hey, go walk away and I'll take care of the baby by myself?
I was considering an abortion because I didn't want kids. I didn't have kids. I mean, that's just not what I had planned for my life. But after a few days, when I weighed it out or whatever, I decided to keep my baby. I had miscarried 3 kids before.
Okay.
I honestly thought I couldn't have children.
Okay.
So I decided to keep her. And at that time, I gave him the option to completely walk away from the
But what do you mean walk away? Like, are you saying you gave him the option? Like,
he didn't have to be involved.
Okay, so listen, if you, okay, perfect. Stop right there.
How we go from he ain't got to be involved to now you thirsty for this man child support? I don't understand.
If you were willing when you found out that you got pregnant, right? Because you having the baby is ultimately your choice. Like, even if the man was like, nope, I want you to have the baby, you still fully capable without his consent.
Salute to my sister George, yo. Salute, Sister George. How you doing, sis?
To go get an abortion if you wanted to. I want to say to you as a woman, you're strong, because to have two miscarriages, that's a big thing. So I want to give you your flowers for that. But what I will say is, you having your child was a choice. You're even articulating to me that your child was born from a situation where y'all were not in a relationship planning for kids. You yourself wasn't even sure that you wanted kids at that time, which is completely fine. So now fast forward, you give him the option to, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna keep my baby, and you can walk away and you actually don't have to help. You gave him this choice. So now fast forward to now. If he don't pay nothing, if the judge is giving him a pass, I feel like the same energy you had back when you found out you was pregnant and him getting a pass, you could have that same energy right now and release yourself of this stuff that does not.
Right. But you see, this is what happened, right? Female nature reacts off of emotions and feelings. So that's how she was feeling at the time. That's not how she feel right now. You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's sad. This is the up and down roller coaster. This is the mental illness in modern women, in our sisters. The mental illness in our sisters. Because when you give our sisters the option is chaos. And we know Satan is the devil and the author of chaos and confusion.
Not serve you. It's almost like your jealousy is turning into wanting revenge because he's not getting held accountable, in your words, for what you feel like he should be held accountable for. But truth be told, everybody has a choice to be whatever type of parent they want to be. If he want to be a sucker ass daddy, you or the court can't make him. It's dudes that got
Right. And this is due to the woman is God programming. You right. They got y'all running. They got a lot of our sisters running around here thinking they God, thinking they are God. You know, they tell the kids, I brought you into this world, I take you out. That's so godly to say. And you not God. We have a jealous God, bro. And these women take the I am God angle. And this is why they fail. This is why they lose it. You got to learn how to let shit go. If you is gonna play that this you God, so God is forgiving. How you gonna be God and you don't forgive nothing? You don't forgive shit. Come on, ladies, y'all gotta do you better. Y'all gotta do better. You're out here looking crazy. Your brothers is telling y'all stop looking crazy. Oh, he bashing. You always putting down black women. Why do we want to hold up pieces of shit? Why would you want to hold up a piece of shit? And the majority of our sisters is a piece of shit. A slimy piece of shit. Diarrhea shit too.
warrants right now for not paying child support. If they don't want to pay it, they're not going to pay it. And it's dudes that, like, they got a whole bunch of back pay. Like, they license is suspended. They got all, and they still ain't paying it. Do you understand what I'm getting at overall? Like, you are putting mental strain on yourself by
It go back to what I said. Control what you can control, ladies. Control what you can control. And you can't control people. You know what I mean? You can't control people. You can control yourself. You know what I mean? But you can't control people. Let God handle it. Stop taking the position that you are God and let God fix them, bro. It's really real. God gonna fix them. We are all God children. So when something get done to us, something get wrongfully done to us, you know our Father gonna fix them. You don't be our father, though. You are not our father. You are the queen. Play your position. See, y'all not learning in silence. This is why y'all dumb. Y'all running around here dumb as a doorknob because he asked y'all to learn in silence. It was a reason why he said, "Fall back, bump your head, and learn from the silliness or from the truth that you see." He ain't asked y'all to be in the forefront of the stupidity. He ain't asked y'all to lead the stupidity circus. No, he asked y'all to fall back, bump your head, and learn in silence. You know what I mean? He ain't say you can't speak. He ain't say you can't interject. He just said fall back and learn in silence.
making it a priority for this guy.
He don't want. So if you like, if you was just fine over your rights, like you don't want.
But what? Let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this.
So another thing, real quick, love. It sounds like she's trying to blackmail him. Like she's only taking him to child support or trying to get him locked up so that he can sign over his joint. But this dude sound like he'd rather pay the child support than to sign over his parental rights. But they paint us in the mainstream media like if we all pookies, like if we all want to run from our kid, like if we all want to run from responsibility. Are y'all listening? Are y'all following this story, guys? Because that sounds like what it is right there. She trying to bribe this man into giving away his rights so she could go play stepdaddy and let's pretend with the next nigga. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Let me ask you this. For you to just say, nope, don't worry about the court stuff. I don't want no child support. I'm going to just carry on with the guy that I'm with now who's currently taking care of my child. How can he stop you from doing that?
Right.
Because he won't sign over his rights.
Listen, he doesn't. Listen to me, honey. Listen to my question. Listen to my question. Right now, if he says, nope, I'm not signing over my rights, he doesn't sign over his rights, he ends up just still being him. You end up just moving forward with the guy that you in a relationship with right now that's taking care of your kid. You say, fuck the court stuff. I'm not going back to court. I'm just going to continue on with what I'm doing. If that goes on, right, I'm going to call me. I'm going to call you.
Niggas, this old begging ass black person. Begging ass. love at the park like, yo, I'm on a call right now. It's going now. Fuck wrong with these people. They always expect you to give them something. Always, you got to give them something. I be damn, yo. Live, you can't make this shit up, boy.
If you just move on today with the guy that you with right now and just don't give a fuck about the court dates or the child support, how can him not signing over his rights stop that?
This because this is what affects when first of all, the person who's taking care of my daughter that's a whole nother situation, and it has this situation with her dad has caused problems in this relationship to where I couldn't even go talk to him about what happened today. But it was one of the things, I guess, dealing with whatever, he didn't ever want him to come back later on down the line and say, you know what, I want to be in her life or I want to do whatever. So he wanted.
But if he this is
sign over.
Okay, so can I just be?
Yo, this is parental fraud, identity theft, all in one. Bitch, I see I was right. I did not bash her. I told the truth. Jude 1:3. Know what I mean? Defend the faith of God. Call out a sin. This bitch a liar, yo. She and you know, they live in a delusion. They live in themes. So she's trying to put that fairy tale story that she got in her mind, that's programmed in her mind from the Walt Disney and from the reality and from all the mainstream shows. She's trying to get that. She's trying to put that shit together, and they try to force it together. They're by hook or by crook, guys. By hook or by crook. Remember, they the ones that played with the Barbie dolls, the Ken and Barbies, and then it went to the kitchen set, and then it went to the novelty books. So they was preparing for this little swindle in this game for their whole life, guys. We was over there playing video games, playing shit that got point systems and shit that got check downs and you can't do's, and if you do that, you get that. They over here playing fantasy world shit. And this is the problem. We're both black men and black women are raised off of two different ideologies, bro. And it's not teamwork. No teamwork with each other is involved in those ideologies.
All the way real with you. I empathize 100% with you with the struggles that you're going through as a parent, trying to get, your child's father to actually be responsible for the child that he made, right? But this stuff that you going into now, it sounds like the other nigga got you trying to pressure your baby daddy to sign over his rights. If the man don't want to sign over his rights, why?
Exactly. So that they can go off in La La Land and play fairy tale with another nigga's DNA. What kind of shit is that? What kind of kidnap shit is that? And you know he ain't an alpha for that. He ain't no alpha male, so she done found her another simp to play Let's Pretend with. Incredible, yo.
Why can't you and the new nigga just not worry about that and raise the child and move forward? If the one court saying he need to pay, if the nigga not, you asked him already, and he's not willing to sign over his rights, I'm saying from what you're telling me.
Cause the new nigga Dusty here broke bust down shorty that need the other man's child support so that he could play Let's Pretend with the girl. It's not a bad strategy, but you shouldn't be fucking entertaining single mothers. You know what I mean? If you don't pay the cost to be the boss, then you shouldn't be fucking with single mothers, bro. I get it. You want to use her money to entertain her and her family, her already made family. That's a strategy now. You know what I mean? That's advanced game. But somewhere down the line, bro, she gotta love you more than you love her, more than you love using her. You know what I mean?
It shows some immaturity in you and the new guy,
Right.
because y'all could just parent the child moving forward. And if the man do come forward 5 years from now and say, hey, I want to be in my daughter's life, what's wrong with that? Unless your new nigga has some sort of jealousy issues about your interaction with your baby daddy, I don't understand what the overall issue is.
There's no interactions between us. I mean, I can't really answer that question. I just know it was said to be attached to a.
That's exactly what they do, Shadrach. She want him to sign over them rights, and then she gonna run to the kid and tell the kid he left them. Because the kid gonna want to know his real father, his or her real father, at some point in their life. And then this scandal, this cat box, gonna be exposed. This cat litter, all that shit gonna be exposed.
Child, he accepted the fact this is not his child, whatever. To be attached to a child, to raise a child as your own, they identify you as dad, and then this nigga show up 5 years later wanting to be in his life, in her life. I guess that would make him feel some type of way.
So who cares about him? But this is what you really got to understand. If he's genuinely trying to be a father figure to the child, it don't matter about how to make him feel. If the girl daddy pop up 5 years from now, you tell him the truth. This is your biological dad. He was going through whatever he was going through. He now realized he made a mistake. He wants to be in your life. So guess what, girl? You got 2 daddies now. Yay, that's twice the Christmas presents. Twice.
What's so hard about that? What's so hard about that, ladies? But y'all be wanting, like, what do y'all get for winning? What do y'all get for proving this point that none of y'all really prove? Only 7% of y'all could prove this point. But everybody runs with this narrative. What do y'all get? Huh? What do y'all get? What do y'all get for proving this point? Because y'all never proved this point. Because after the dad is off child support, right? 21 years later, and you gotta readjust your cost of living. You gotta readjust your whole way of living because you got a large chunk of income that's removed. You know what I mean? And if your kid ain't working, so you can't charge your kid to pay rent, you know how y'all do, and disguise it as, yo, this teamwork. We gotta work together because life comes at us. No, life ain't come at us. You made a dumb decision and you brought your kid into poverty. So now you want your kid to help dig you out the generational curse, sis. So what did you win after you alienate the father and you prove that you can be a strong, independent, struggling single mother? What do you win, sis? Because your child looking at you stupid too. Your child looking at you stupid. Oh, they not gonna tell you. Oh no, they not gonna. They gonna stick to this because you raised me, shit. But they know you're a dummy, a cold-hearted dummy. Yeah, stone cold idiot, passionately ignorant. They know.
The birthday gifts, twice the advice you can get. How is that bad? This is like 2 adults in their feelings and they're making it seem like it's bigger than what it is. You really got to understand me, because everything you saying about being a mama and the struggles you going through, I understand it. But now when we get into this shit where you are trying to make it like he has to sign over his rights, they need to make him go to jail for not showing. Just let him be whatever dad be he gonna be. If the money you going to court for ain't life changing or going to actually help, or you don't feel like it's gonna help, quit going to court. Walk.
She said it's not even nothing. She said it all nonchalant, like it ain't nothing. It ain't. She don't even need it. She just want him to sign the rights over.
Off into the sunset with your new nigga. He can parent your daughter, but as she grows up, she gonna find out anyway that the nigga ain't her real daddy. And a lot of times what we don't understand as parents is when kids get old, they want to go search for their real daddy anyway, just because they curious. Not because the stepdaddy doing a bad job, but because the way human beings set up, we just want to know. It sounds like your new nigga is pressuring you to get your baby daddy out of the picture. And I feel like he's giving you some sort of attitude, which is making you emotional, and you wanting to go and hurry up and make this shit be over with your baby daddy so that this new situation can go as the nigga wanted to. You gonna have a conversation with him.
3 years. He's been in my daughter's life since she was 3 months.
Right, but you want right, but the baby daddy doing or not doing is not going to stop a grown man who wants to be there for a child that's lacking their real father from doing whatever he gonna do. Your baby daddy don't got to sign over his rights for your new boyfriend who is good to your child to still be good to your child.
Do you see this bullshit? You see why, guys? I tell you, like, I had tap out our mothers. I had tap out women. But you see why I'm relentless on my self-improvement. And you see why I'm not no dummy, bro. I tell y'all all of the time, our war is with these simp niggas, bro. Our war is with these fathers, these men, these men, these hell of a sons that'll lay down with a chick who know the chick is playing games with another man's seed. That's the war. The war is on those niggas. Those hell of a son niggas, bro. Those simp thugs, bro. These women they foolish, bro. But we know Satan convinced Lilith to be a dummy. But that Satan is a man, bro. All right? We got to start checking these simps, bro. We got to get rid of all the simps in our circle, and we got to check these simps, bro. In real life, on the internet, we got to park them right where they stand, because it's the simps, bro. What in the hell is that? What man could be comfortable laying down with a shorty who's playing baby mama drama games with their baby father? Bitch, let that kid see his mom dad, yo. Fuck wrong with you? Fuck wrong with you? Straight like that. No PP for you if you don't let that kid see the dad.
Do you gotta genuinely hear what I'm saying? If I was talking to your new nigga right now, I'd be telling him, bro, you're tripping. Stop making that lady try to make that man do some shit and just leave that shit alone. And if you're gonna be the girl's stepdaddy, be her daddy. Be good to her. Show her what a real man is. Be in her life. And if you're that, she will see the value in you. Does this make sense what I'm saying? If you don't agree, I want you to tell me because I don't want you to just like.
I just feel like everybody, and I'm not trying to play victim, but I just feel like when it comes to this situation, like
You know you are trying to play victim. That's why you said it like that. I'm not. You are trying to play the victim, miss. You are trying to manipulate the situation, a situation that you got yourself into, being a hoe, and it's you're losing grip. You're losing grip. You can't control this one, sis. You have to let this go and let it play out.
everybody, sometimes it just always turns back on like, oh, you the bad guy. Like, why are you even chasing him? Why are you doing this? If he don't want to be there, don't make him be. And
They telling you right, but what I will tell you, I feel
in the black community to where people are normalizing mothers being single moms and dads not being there. Like,
okay. So listen. Let me tell you. Listen, I understand what you're saying, right? But I'm gonna tell you where the hole in your rationalization or your perspective is. You were not in no loving relationship with a man that you were married to and birthed a child and had expectations of him being there. You were smashing somebody unprotected that was a friend, and you admitted it went too far. So
Bingo, bingo. I was waiting for it, love. Like, what took you so long, love, to get it there? You had to walk it down too. You had to walk it down, right? I feel you. But this is why, love. This is why you one of the greatest, yo. Cause you gonna entertain it, but you not gonna pander and you not gonna condone it, but you walked it down. Walk it down, sis. Walk it down, sis.
of course, your specific co-parenting situation is gonna have issues because your baby wasn't born from like a marriage. This is what you
Exactly. Like a lot of these little ones running around here, they demon little childs because they wasn't born off no love and they wasn't raised off love. They was raised off survival. They was raised off some bullshit. The generational curse.
not being real with yourself about. Now, the stuff you saying makes sense if you was married 10 years, me and my husband planned for a baby. You know, I took ovulation tests. We finally had the baby. We had
She forgot about that part, love. She forgot about that part. Her mother ain't teaching that. Her mother ain't teaching that part. Her mother ain't taught her that. Taught these bitches how to be dumb, yo.
dreams of being together. He made me promises. I caught him cheating. I divorced him, and now I'm stuck being a single parent, and I'm trying to hold this nigga accountable for the responsibility he created. I would be like, you know what? You right. Everything you say, I would just give you that you right. But the fact that your child was created nowhere out of that, you got to be real with yourself. That even if there was no new nigga in the picture pressuring you to handle your baby daddy a certain type of way, your baby wasn't born from a normal, healthy parenting situation. You really got to own that. It's almost like if I was your friend back then and we fast forward to now, I'd be like, girl, how you ain't expect this shit? You got pregnant from just fucking a nigga.
But it wasn't the type of, like, this, honestly, the person who I'm seeing right now in the 15 years that I knew him was not the person who I knew back then.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yo, and he's saying the same thing about you. Why do women act like why do women act like they're the only ones that can change and develop and switch up? Like, and it's okay. We can switch up. Switching up means growth. You see, everybody in the hood trained that switch up mean, oh, he acting funny. No, a nigga growing. Stop hating and you grow. Stop hating and you grow, sis. He switched up. You, man, you busted open, unprotected for this man with no commitment. Y'all was just friends, and now you talking crazy. Come on, man, make it make sense. You can't make this shit up, man. Salute to the chat, bro. Are y'all watching this shit? Are y'all peeping this shit? Wrap up, guys. Wrap up, bro. These bitches is dumb, bro. 80% of them. 80% of our sisters is stupid, bro.
That's fine. People listen. That's fine. People change. I'm just telling you, you were not in a committed relationship where it was understood that we're making a baby. So when the baby came about, it wasn't something that you or him wanted to do. You're not owning that. Your child was not born from a situation where you can sit here and say you're a victim of black men not being accountable for a responsibility they created in a healthy relationship where we fucking unprotected. You can't say that.
I take my part in. I've never.
Okay, so gotcha. So gotcha. So whenever, listen, this is.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
It ain't just you. This is not just you. Any female I talk to in these one-on-ones, if your baby was born out of a situation where you was just fucking on somebody and we weren't even in a healthy relationship ourselves, you know the co-parenting is 98% of the time not gonna go well. This is just being real with yourself. You know it's not. So now moving forward to now, if he want to be a deadbeat, if he don't want to own up to his responsibility on a child he fucked and made, if he doesn't want to conform to what the court's telling him to do, it ain't your responsibility to play police officer to him, especially if the amount of money you going to court stressing yourself out for ain't even finna do nothing like you saying. You saying this, that the 150 ain't even finna be nothing big to y'all. You might as well change the way that you operate and worry about actually bettering yourself, your growth, so that you can be more to your child. But I'm going to tell you what I feel like is going on. I feel like you are trying to make a family with your new guy, and he is pressuring you, which I do feel like you're a victim of this. He is pressuring you to make your baby daddy sign his rights away or own up and pay some shit. And I feel like that's where your motivation to get him is coming from. I feel like that's genuinely.
Got her, stuck her. She said, "Oh my God, she saw my cat box. She saw right into my cat box." Yeah, bitch. She see what you're doing, and it takes one to know one. a female knows a female. You know what I mean? So I'm going to mind my business. Go ahead, finish cooking.
What's stressing you out?
I disagree with that, right? I mean, I don't know.
Well,
She going to disagree with anything that don't feel good at the moment. You know what I mean? She looking for that feel good Kool-Aid, and she called the wrong sister. I don't know who gave her your number to come try to be a victim to, love. Who taught her how to be stupid, love? Finish off.
I'm only going off of what you're telling me. I'm asking you.
Right.
I'm asking you, what is your motivation to get your baby daddy to come to court? You told me what you said it was. You said it's causing problems with the situation with your new nigga because, of course, he's trying to be a dad to this daughter. And, of course, to him, it's weird if all of a sudden your baby daddy pops up. It's going to bother him if your baby daddy pops up and tries to be a daddy after he's stepped in. This is what you telling me is your main motivation.
Right. But what I'm saying is, before we even started going to court, this was the conversation about my child's dad signing over his rights.
Okay.
My pure intentions, and like I tell anybody, and I'm telling you no bullshit, my pure intentions, once he chose not to walk away, once before my new person was even in the picture, and I gave him the option when I was in the hospital to come up here, sign over your rights, and just let's be done.
Okay, he doesn't want to do that. Okay.
He didn't want to, so that made me think. If you don't want to sign off your rights, you don't want nothing to do with her, but you're refusing to give up your rights, apparently you want some type of involvement.
Right.
So we
right.
know it ain't going to be physical, so it's going to be financial.
Right. So you're trying to, right. So listen. Right. So listen, I got you. Boom, I'm with you. So of course, like you said, it ain't physical because you ain't trying to show up and be in a life. Okay, so then as a woman, you made a decision as a mama, I'm gonna make you be accountable financially. Cool, let's go to court. The court ordered him to pay how much?
$187.
Does that do anything for you? Do you need that?
No.
Okay.
It ain't financially. My daughter isn't missing anything. Like I said, she actually outside of the person who takes care of her.
Okay.
We have somebody
So
else that stepped up. So it's not financial.
Okay, perfect. So we're in agreement, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you're literally going to court to get money from this man that you saying you don't need, that your daughter is not missing anything, simply because you want to make him yourself, like you want to be the police to hold him accountable for playing a role in his child's life because he won't sign away his rights. That's correct, right?
I guess if that's how it needs to be summed up.
No, it's not. I guess I'm going off of what you're telling me. You don't need the money, but you're going to court to get the money because, of course, like you said, because he won't sign over his rights, you want to make him accountable in some sort of way, correct?
Yeah, because he's making me think you want some dealings if you won't sign over your rights. So it got to be financially if it's not physical.
Right, but obviously, but listen.
Now, maybe I'm not wording it the way how you want me to, but I mean, like I said, I want him to be held accountable because I do feel like whether healthy relationship or not, I do feel like it takes two people to make a child. It's only two things that come from you. You either get an STD or you get a baby. Like nobody is stupid of that.
Like, yo, after you say your information, this take two, then it's like nothing. It's not, like, stop running with these herd mindset go-to excuses, bitch. Stop doing that. All right, because it take one. All right. So, what happened? What happened, miss? Because you're the one. You're one of the two. Where is your accountability at, sis?
So I feel like, yes, whether the mom or the dad or whatever, we all need to be held accountable for making kids. Kids are innocent, like whatever. Even if he was paying $500 a month in child support, there's no amount that he can give me that will ever compensate for the shit that I go through with my
So
daughter.
then what are you chasing? But that's my question. What
I mean, today, I may realize that today, and when I was waiting on you to call, and I stood outside of the courthouse, and I cried, and I said, you know what? Today may be the day that I need to choose to release this because...
But if you just, listen, I'm telling you, because I'm talking to you from a space of like, I am on your side. I'm telling you what your issue is. You are in denial about what's going on in your life. You won't own the fact that you fucked a nigga unprotected, that you weren't in agreed upon relationship to where y'all was trying to have a kid. When you do that, you end up in co-parenting situations like what you're in. And then for you, your new nigga is adding pressure to the situation, making you want to force this man to sign away his rights. But in all reality, if your new nigga just stop talking about that, sign away his rights, and y'all just parent this baby from a loving space, it really don't matter if your baby daddy pay anything or not. If he want to be a deadbeat for the rest of his life, that is his choice. He will have to answer to his higher power. Whatever stuff the court system fuck up in his life from Owen, you don't even have to pursue that. Girl, you can wake up and choose goals for yourself. You can wake up and choose your new nigga. You can wake up and choose element. You don't have to wake up and choose to try to hold a nigga responsible for a child they know they fucked and made. And I'm going to tell you the reality. It's plenty of women with a mindset like yours, and they spend their whole life chasing a nigga around. And I can speak to you from this space because my mama was one. All I
Exactly. See, even love keep it real. We all had hell of a mother. See, I told you. I told you so. We all have hell of a mothers, and we are all responsible for changing the laws of our mind. It's not going to happen overnight, and fuck what your mother taught you because she was a dummy. Bingo. So if you're still running off of information that your mama taught you, use a dummy. Bingo. Be mad.
life, my daddy owed child support. And as a kid, I never gave a fuck about the child support. Never. And it got to the point like his was going on so long, they forgave most of it. The shit just went away when we got a certain age. He didn't even have to pay it. So she did all that for nothing. All the energy, all the time, all the crying, all the saying somebody doing something to you, all this stuff by court dates. Oh, girl, you could just release that shit.
And today I realized that's what I need to do. But like, I'm not like I respect your opinion, Holly. Like that's why I follow you. But my thing was, and I'm just like, because I still feel like I'm not being understood, and I know.
No, listen. The thing is, I understand, but you listen to me, honey. Listen. Everything you saying, I understand. It is unfair. That's understood. It is unfair.
And I want you to understand, like my motive behind it. And I know you said that it's jealousy, but I just looked at it as if my mom raised 3 kids by herself. She had 3 kids by the time she was 17. And she did this by herself because in my family, and even,
Bingo. They go to generational curse. They go to generational curse. Your mom's had 3 kids before she was 17, you said? Come on now. Wait, let me make sure. I don't want to put no words in the sister mouth. But we're gonna listen to why she's stupid. We're gonna learn why she is stupid right now. Here it go. Like to hear it, here it go.
My daddy owed child support. And as a kid, I never gave a fuck about the child support. Never. And it got to the point like his was going on so long, they forgave most of it. The shit just went away when we got a certain age. He didn't even have to pay it. So she did all that for nothing. All the energy, all the time, all the crying, all the saying somebody doing something to you, all this stuff by court dates. Oh, girl, you could just release that shit.
and today I realized that's what I need to do. But like, I'm not like I respect your opinion, Holly. Like that's why I follow you. But my thing was, and I'm just like, because I still feel like I'm not being understood, and I know.
No, listen. The thing is,
I feel like I'm not being understood. You want people to believe to pander to your lie. You want people to gas you, sis. And that's sad. That's not gonna heal you. That's not gonna help you in no which way, shape, or form. You want somebody to dead go along to get along with the shit you saying. And it's wrong.
I understand, but you listen to me, honey. Listen. Everything you saying, I understand. It is unfair. That's understood. It is unfair.
And I want you to understand. my motive behind it. And I know you said that it's jealousy, but I just looked at it as if my mom raised 3 kids by herself. She had 3 kids by the time she was 17. Mm-hmm. And she did this by herself because in my family, and even, for the 2 people who do know, they feel like, oh, you made that baby, that's your baby or whatever. My mom struggled to take care of 3 kids when she could have, made, well, I ain't going to say make because you can't make nobody do anything. But if you would have took the initiative or whatever to even start child support, then maybe you wouldn't have been struggling.
No, but okay, so but
Yo, XL look like Love rolling up right now. She like, fuck this shit. She like, yo, little bro, pass me the Hino. I got you, Love, yo. Take a shot. I would take a shot for you, Love, man, because this shit crazy. This sickening. And this is a woman and woman. You know what I mean? Because they don't like men telling them what to do. So you see why they like woman to woman? But she ran into the right woman today. You see, this is why they like woman to woman. So she's confused right now. She can't even fathom the reason why love is not sugarcoating. Love ain't encouraging. Because they love encouragement. They love encouragement. Positive vibes only. These are a whole lot of positive vibes, but she looking at them as this, you being negative. You being negative. How are you supposed to heal? How are you supposed to learn what you need to know if when the right information get told to you, it's being negative, it's bashful, it's crazy. Yeah, all right.
so but I'm cutting you off on purpose. Are you listening to me? My mother, I'm talking about my mama now, and I can put her on the phone with us, and she will tell you this. She put my daddy on child support for the majority, and she still struggle. Because if a bitch feel like they don't want to pay something, they ain't gonna pay. They don't give a fuck about no jail, no suspended license. But do you understand that even listen to me, honey. What I'm trying to get you to understand is, okay, listen, but you're not listening, honey. Okay, listen, next time I do a Zoom on management of emotions, I really want you to get in there because you way off with your emotions. They taking over your ability to see what's going on. The court can place an order on somebody, but they still can't make you. It's niggas with warrants right now for child support. Right now, same shit you saying about your baby daddy. Warrants, and they ain't going in if they don't.
And sis, just because he go to jail, it's just jail. The child still could look him up. The child still could find their father. You think just because they go to jail, they'll be out the picture completely? The child is going to find their father, bro. And you don't stay in jail forever for back child support, bro. He's gonna come home.
Don't want to pay. If they don't want to go, they'll live their life under the radar. Won't work, get paid under the table, go start a landscaping company or a car wash. Never pay them people no money. Stay out the way, never get arrested, none of that. It's
And that don't make him a deadbeat. That make him a survivor. Because child support is the number one thing that taught me how to go off the radar and get bread and open up businesses and hide money and all of that. Yeah, it taught me how to humble up with this stunt mission. It brought the stunt mission to a close. All that stunting shit to a close. Child support a teacher. Yeah.
jealousy. You gotta, and this is why I say you should get in my management of emotions zone, because we like to say we mad, we like to say we happy, we like to say we excited, we like to say we aggravated, we like to say somebody doing something to us. We don't never like to say we bitter, that we jealous, that we're bothered, that we feel anxiety, that we feel pressure, that we feel depressed. We won't say this stuff, but these are feelings too. You feeling a feeling of it's unfairness, what you feeling. Jealousy is what you're feeling. The fact that this nigga fucked and made a baby, and you the one that's bearing the most of the responsibility for taking care of him. He running around moving how he want. And the courts ain't locking him up, and he ain't really having to come off a whole bunch of his money. That is what's going on. And I'm telling you, it's okay. It is okay to feel jealousy in this situation. You hearing the word jealousy and you think it's bad. It's accurate for what's happening to you. You understand what I'm explaining? I'm really like trying to make sure you get what I'm saying. Cause your call in this. If that $189 you keep missing work and going down to the court for ain't worth it, why are you doing it? You can create another stream of income and make more than that.
That crying shit ain't gonna work,
The next
sis.
time
That crying shit is what y'all used to do back in the days to help y'all get y'all way in school and in the house. But that shit ain't gonna work in real life, yo. Word up. That shit don't even make you a victim. That shit make you look ugly. Y'all bitches be looking ugly when you cry too. You need to smile more and stop crying and complaining and whining. All right? You look ugly when you cry. You see a black chick cry, yo, look, a lip poke out and shit and just ugly. Don't let them have them little eyelashes and shit on. Ugly.
I do a Zoom on management of emotions, I want you to get in it because I want you to really understand how to manage what you're feeling, but also be able to be practical about what's actually going on. Does this make sense?
I mean, I'm not in denial about that. Like, I know I have issues with feeling what I feel because I've had to suppress not only this, but a lot of shit for so long. So where I deal with anxiety, I deal with depression, and this is not something I'm just telling you. This is stuff I see doctors for. So I know it's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with, and I just feel like dealing with this adds to that,
But
and I can't.
right, but you understand you're choosing to deal with this. It's all I'm trying to get you to understand in this entire call is that the stuff you describe with your baby daddy, you're choosing it. You're waking up and choosing it because you can release it at any time.
And this is why poverty is a choice. For those of y'all that didn't start off with a great starting point in this race, you started off paying your mama bills, so you wasn't able to save up. You know what I mean? You started off, you know what I mean, fucking with the bitches, and so you got trapped in the child support and shit. So you know what I mean? You're a slave to the child support system. I mean, those are choices. Those are all choices, and no, ain't no white man, ain't no Jewish man make you do those. So again, poverty is a choice. Stupidity is a choice. People is choosing to remain uneducated with the good education, the real quality information. That's a choice. Oh yeah.
I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. I mean, maybe you're right. That's what I feel like he's just getting a slap on the wrist and walking away.
But this is what, listen, you keep, I really don't feel like you got anything from the call at this point because you
Facts.
saying the same stuff you saying on the front. I'm telling you, that's how life is. That's why we're supposed to be more responsible with fucking. Listen to me, baby. I'm not telling you that you're wrong for how you're feeling. I'm telling you, when we put your feelings to the side and we be real, you should have been more responsible with sleeping raw.
Right.
Before you, there are, listen, somebody, especially when you're in no relationship and you end up pregnant. There
Got
were
her.
examples. You know how right now there's the show Teen Mom, and all the teenagers now can see what's going on with teen moms, but a lot of them still gonna fuck and end up in the same situation. We gotta be real with ourselves. That is us.
Yes.
You repeated the same thing you already saw with people before you. And that's
Yes.
why you in a situation.
With your mama. With your mama. That's your first teacher. So she taught you that. She taught you how to be stupid. So I'm not bashing you. I'm telling the truth. That's a true statement. You know what I mean? Guys, make sure y'all hit that like button, guys. We got more coming, guys. I got proof. It's the truth for proof, y'all. I appreciate all of those that's tuning in right now, showing that support for the algorithms, yo. Much love, guys.
in life, oftentimes in these co-parenting situations with babies, it be unfair. He may never get held accountable. That's why I'm saying if you tie your happiness or your stress level to that, you're going to run yourself crazy because he may never get held accountable. When you go around and your aha, your calm moment is based on the next person getting their karma, you're going to run yourself crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yo, y'all got some jewels. She dropped some jewels for y'all ladies, bro. So y'all can calm y'all nerve and stop trying to control shit. I mean, it's a lot of wasted time in trying to control another person. You waste a lot of time on self-improvement. Remember, all that self-care shit y'all pumping, that shit is not self-improvement. You can self-care all you want. God will strike you down while you self-caring yourself. Care for him. You know what I mean? Put him first. And stop thinking you God. Stop thinking you the judge, jury, and executioner. You the final end all be all. It's not you, sweetie. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, sweetie. Calm down. Sit down. You know what I mean? Put God first.
You understand what I'm explaining? If you don't need the money in this,
How do like how do you move away from it? Like that's what I need to know. Because like I said, I'm not in denial. I don't feel like I'm in denial. I do.
Now that's 2 nights in a row, guys. We done had females honestly say it be us. It be us. It be us. Love just said it. It be us. It be us. And this girl's still gonna ask a dumbass question like, so how do we get past? Easy, sis. You gotta ignore this shit. Don't worry about him. Move forward. Tell your baby father or tell this new nigga shut the fuck up. Don't worry about it. Either you gonna be the dad to this kid, either you gonna play stepdaddy with me, or you're not. You know what I mean? Don't put no added pressure on me. That's what you're gonna do. That's how you end this, sis.
Do know, you know, I
you
should
in
have been
listen,
in
you
agreement
you in
with my
denial.
husband.
I'm telling you, you're in denial. Because after everything I'm saying, you still just going back to your same point of being some sort of victim or some sort of whatever to him not taking care of his child. But you already knew this what go on with niggas in general. And you're not willing to own that. Like you're not willing to just accept that with a period on the end. You trying to find any.
I guess because I haven't accepted it, I guess that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to talk to you, or that was my intention to talk to you to try to figure out how, especially because, like I said, it wasn't something. It wasn't the person I knew, and it
You did not come to talk, sis. You came to vent, and every now and then you wanted her to be like, yeah, preach, go ahead. That's what you came to do, yo. A lot of women think that they want to talk. They don't want to converse, because to converse means you get to say your bullshit, and then you got to shut the fuck up and listen to my bullshit. That's a conversation. They don't be wanting to do that. They be wanting to vent. See, now, venting is different. Venting, you just go for it. Let it off your chest. But then
wasn't
make
what I
that clear.
expected. So how do you move away from that?
You got to release the jealousy that you feel about the situation. You have to manage that. Most of like issues that baby mamas have with their baby daddies is because they not in control of making a nigga do what they feel like he's supposed to do as a father. That's really the answer to your question. As a baby mama, you're not in control of the chessboard and making him be punished for not paying or pay more or whatever. And that bothers you. So you get emotional because you cannot manage your emotions and you want to make it seem like he's doing something to you. But he's doing what any other human being, male or female, is allowed to do. Make responsibilities, not take them, be accountable, not be accountable. But we knew all of this before you fucking out. That's why I'm saying overall, your biggest lesson in this, your biggest understanding should be for the fact that you are responsible for the state of your life right now. You genuinely, from me to you, this baby daddy situation need to be set aside. You need to do some sort of Zoom or one-on-one with me on management of emotions because that is what's blocking you from seeing this shit for what it is. I would get with Desiree, see based on your situation what you can afford as far as an actual one-on-one on management of emotions, or just kind of pay attention to, my Instagram or Facebook to see when I'm doing the next Zoom on management of emotions. Okay?
Hello?
Yes. You heard me?
Yeah.
She don't want to hear that shit, love. You turned her off, love. She do not want to hear that shit at all, boy. You fucked her day up with that truthful information, with all of that shit right there, love. Word up. Why you do that for? All right, guys. Our next video. Just breathe, fellas. Breathe, fellas. You know what I mean? Just breathe. It's more truth. This is the truth. This is the story right here. We got a 35-year-old dad. He on the hunt for his child, for his son. He running around the whole goddamn Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta for his son. You know what I mean? He got the fucking visit. He got the paper. He got the custody paper. He got the paper. But the motherfucking mom's got the actual custody of the child. She's an abusive mother. The school know it, but the school, they working with the mother. The schools work with these women, bro. You know what I mean? Remember who run the schools. We know schools is attached to government Satan's daddy. You know what I mean? That's Satan's daddy workshop right there. That's where all the demons is built, and they're programmed. They teach them feminism. They teach them how to hate the man. They teach them how to hate themselves and be a whole different gender. That's where the devil gets his workshop on. So that's the government Satan's daddy workshop, the schools, right? So you know they're gonna work with the hell of a mothers. They're gonna work with Lilith. Why wouldn't they? All right, guys, let's get into this story right here. Salute to Atlanta Street Interviews, bro. He always doing the work. And bro, yo, you getting riskier and riskier, man. I was looking in the comments and they was like, yo, son, be careful. Like you in a real hard town. Like you in a real harsh environment. You know what I mean? You putting yourself out there, bro. But we love you, bro. We love you and we salute you, man. Fair use, bro. Keep putting in that guard work. That's guard work. Let's get it.
It specifically says Cobb County, but that was the last school that my son was in. And immediately the next day after court, we went to court October 28th, October 29th. She withdrew him from school, and that's the last school knew about, and she never requested records. So it's like she tried to, she's being very crafty and slick,
understanding how the system works and how to
Yeah,
maneuver around it.
because that was the way I got.
And guys, this is the real in real life. Fuck all that mainstream media shit that they be talking. That's a lie. Look now, we got another dad thirsty and want his child. Not in no rush to sign over parental rights. But the mainstream want to talk like if black men is deadbeats. All right.
Because it specifically says Cobb County, but that was the last school that my son was in. And immediately the next day after court, we went to court October 28th, October 29th. She withdrew him from school, and that's the last school knew about, and she never requested records. So it's like she tried to, she's being very crafty and slick,
understanding how the system works and how to maneuver around it.
Because that was the way I got my son last time, through the school system. Because of,
so she knew better this time. She learned a lesson.
There you go.
So okay, so let's do this. Let's shoot right up to Trinity Avenue and go right up to APS, the school board.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. All right.
All right, guys. After a long day of running around from building to building with little to no result to show, later that night, her sister called out of nowhere. All right. Tasha, the original interviewee, called her sister, Nettie, upset that Sean was down here and he tried to withdraw his son from the school. Apparently, the school alerted Tasha after we left. Tasha was accusing Netta of colluding with us. Netta is now calling Sean and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So you guys get that? Are you following the story right now? So you got Trisha, the original interviewee, called her sister Netta. You know what I mean? Upset with Sean, who was the dad. Sean is the dad. Was down here because he was down there. He's looking for his kid. He's in Atlanta, and had tried to take his kid out of school. He tried to get his kid straight out to school. Apparently, the school, sucker ass school, they working with the devil. So the school works with the devil. They called Tasha after they left, and Tasha was accusing Netta of, you know what I mean, colluding. Netta is Tasha's sister. All right, guys. So there we go. We take it from there. It is important to note that Netta lives directly across the street from the school. So the sister lived directly across the street from the school, so she know what's going on. So she would be able to see if the boy go in and out of the goddamn school. All right, of the school that's in question. We also know that Tasha uses her address. So her sister uses the sister that's colluding with the dad to see his son. That bum ass bitch use her sister's address. Okay. So in this conversation, we're just trying to confirm that we already pretty much know that his son does in fact attend that school. Here's how that conversation went down. Now watch the slizzy snake shit they do. But then where's the fathers at? The fathers need to step out. The fathers need to step up. The fathers need to. They need to protect the children. The fathers need to. The fathers need to. This is what the fathers need. No, the fathers need their peace of mind.
What's going on?
Yeah, like.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see my son. I haven't seen him.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and get it off the air.
But the facts don't line up. The facts don't line up with your story. You're saying that you don't know that he goes there, but you live right across the street.
He don't go there. Like I said,
We confirmed that he does go there. Hey, I understand. I mean, it sounds like you've been caught in a lie, and so you want to
How did I come on the phone? Because I've been.
I get it.
I ain't heard from nobody almost an hour. Listen to the recorder talking about I'm lying. The facts don't add up. When he been brought in on two different stories, he don't even know all the facts. He only knows what's been said.
Well, but does he go to that school or not?
I don't have to ask these.
Right. See, well, the fact that you can't answer it straight up, it's just a straight up yes or no.
Okay, listen, Nene, I don't want you to get so upset with him. You know the reason why he here because your sister. Yeah, like you calling us now. We didn't go to the school to ask for you, nobody. We just asked for Jamari. So how, if he don't go to that school, how did the school get in contact with her?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
What's up, YouTube? Go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you like the video, share. It helps to spread it in the algorithm. Now, back to the content. All right, so what happened?
So they saying that this order is expired and that we would need to go through the APS.
So this is the sisters, guys. This is the sister right here, guys, that's helping them. She went in there. She said the shit is expired. You know that's a lie. Them shits don't expire. Your court orders do not expire.
To get them to get the enrollment information as far as the school, because by this order, they can't go further with the protocol of giving the information or going through the next steps due to this order. which they saying it's expired. So she said we need to go through the APS.
Does it have like an expiration date on there? Does it have a date that it goes through?
No.
So how'd they determine it was expired?
That's what I asked. I asked her like, what's the time frame for an order?
You shouldn't have asked her. You should have asked how she can determine that it's expired.
Yeah. Well, it was the police officer and the CPS worker for the school. She went to go and verify the order. When she came back in, she said that it was expired, and due to them having Compton Elementary School specified on this order, that we would need to get updated information for the order due to it saying that specific school. But he was withdrew from that school.
That school is full of shit, bro. This is how they swindle the dads. This is how they swindle the dads to still to keep the mother hooked on the systems. This is how they swindle the dad. They keep the dad away. This is part of the breaking of the family, guys. Peep game.
And there's no request for another enrollment from another school. So basically, this was the last school that's in his records that we know of.
Right.
So he's on the phone now with the APS. Basically, they told us that they would give us the next steps and what we need to do as far as the order and getting information from the school. They wouldn't even tell us. They wouldn't even tell us like what's the next steps as far as the order. Like she's telling us that it's expired and that Compton Elementary is on there, but she couldn't tell us
Well, you know,
what to do.
they're not lawyers, and so
Yeah, that's what she
they're
said.
they're not gonna have they're not even if she gave you information, there's no telling whether that would be accurate or not.
I honestly feel like he's here because
They're on point game tight right now. The schools know they ass will be blown up by the higher ups. The higher ups. You know what I mean? The chancellor get crucified, and then he gonna shake the shit out of them the lower ones. But that's how that works. Everybody has a boss. Everybody attached to company policy has a boss, and that leads to the elites. Don't be dumb.
when we went in and asked to bring him forward to so we could
Check
take
them
him,
out. Mm-hmm.
she looked up in the system. She spelled his name wrong at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then when she got the correct spelling, she looked at us and she was like, "I can't give you any information on this student." She gave us the information right there. She can't give us any information on this student.
Hmm.
He's a student in that school. They
And this the biological dad, guys. This is something you put out of your system. You are held accountable for. You by law, you are held accountable. You could go to jail for not taking care of your responsibility, for not providing for your household. You know what I mean? For the members of your household. You feel me, guys? We can go to jail for that. But this is what the fuck we gotta do to see the members of our household.
took his ID, they took his order, they called the police, they called the CPS up. We all went in a conference room, but they told us in order for them to give us information or for the next steps for him to get him withdrew from the school, we got to do this.
Do this meaning update the order?
We got to talk to APS for the enrollment process, and she was telling us something about the order needs to be updated.
You gotta run around. You
But
gotta
you
do
know
the
that
run
would take us
around.
going through the lawyer to write up a new order, get another court date so the judge can sign it, stamp it. That would take months. So we kind of confused about this order. Like she couldn't tell us as far as she said it's expired, but she couldn't tell us how long.
It's a
She
lot.
kind of got,
It's
you
a crab
know,
leg,
A little
sis.
testing.
yeah, she was like, I asked her, I said, so is it 6 months? Is it a year? Because this order is October the 29th.
Well,
It's not a year yet.
people tend to get testy when you ask questions that they don't necessarily know the answers to.
Yeah.
Which that's why I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't have even asked her. I would have asked her, how did she determine that it was expired? Because that would have given you, that would have let you know that she determined it because the people told her. Then you got to talk to the people, and you kind of go from there type deal. But all right, so I guess my question would be, according to this order, does he have custody or not?
Yes. It's in the order. Um, the order specifies if she does not follow the order and exchange him for visitation, that he is to be permanently switched over custody to Sean until we go back to court.
And so, is there a further document that's needed to say that okay, he has custody? Like how? Like I guess
And this is the dad, guys. This is the dad right here. And it's sad. He got custody. He got the paperwork. Now he's coming to collect his property. And the bitch is on the run. She on the run with his property. And ain't nobody going. You think he could send out an Amber Alert? You think we could put an Amber Alert out? Nope.
that's what we need to get established and figured out.
Basically, they have to go through protocol with the like. I don't see how she was able to enroll him into school without his last school, without requesting the records from his last school. That's the thing right now because we're in two different counties. His last school was in Cobb County, and now we're here
In
in
APS.
APS
Hmm.
in Atlanta. So it's like now they gave me the phone call to be able to talk to someone in the school board to be able to locate this and validate my paperwork and stuff like that because it specifically says Cobb County, but that was the last school that my son was in, and immediately the next day after court, we went to court October 28th, October 29th. She withdrew him from school, and that's the last school knew about, and she never requested records. So it's like she tried to, she's being very crafty and slick,
Understanding how
you
the
know.
system works and how to
Yeah,
maneuver around
yeah,
it.
because that was the way I got my son last time through the school system, because of
So she knew better this time. She
yeah.
learned a
There you
lesson.
go. There you go.
So okay, so let's do this. Let's shoot right up to Trinity Avenue
Okay.
and go right up to APS, the school board.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
We went everywhere. APS students records, APS school board, Fulton County Sheriff's
We can't come back
Department, everywhere.
to school until
I know, but if Cobb County Sheriff Office can contact Atlanta, then they can get them to be able to assist me to get the sign. That way, this order can be valid.
from the school.
Yeah, from the school. Yes, I'm on the phone now.
At this point, we were exhausted, frustrated, and ready to regroup. We're at my spot, winding down.
What's going on?
Yeah, like
Huh?
yeah, I'm just trying to see my son. I haven't seen
Right.
him.
Okay. So let me just go ahead and get it off the air. I don't know what y'all told my mom or whatever, but I got a message asking me did I have anything to. No, the message was no. She's not coming over here because you and your wife is in the area, and did I have something to do with it? So first of all, I'm thrown off with
Wow.
the message because I'm sitting down watching TV. My son is sick, and I'm chilling, and I'm like, wait, what? What's going on? So the message was that she's not coming to my house because that you and your wife was in the area, and that I had something to do with it. So I'm lost because first of all, I haven't talked to you, I haven't talked to my mom, and I haven't talked to your wife.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so this is today. So I'm like, so I called Tasha myself. I'm like, well, what's going on?
And she like, well, did you have something to do with them uh being over there? I'm like, what are you talking about? Girl, we over here. I'm over here watching a movie. My son is sick. I'm chilling. So I said I haven't talked to mama.
See how women lie? Women lie even when they helping somebody, women lie. Know what I mean? And it's the sister that's helping the dad try to get his son. She lying like a motherfucker.
I haven't talked to them.
Right.
Well, I guess so. Now it's my fault that I'm against her because I'm supposed to know y'all down here.
So she mad with you.
I didn't tell y'all hung up on her. Like I told her I was just sick of it. I was like, you need to just you just got too much going on. You need to go get help. So she's like, everybody against her. I'm like, girl, if I was against you, I would have been telling them that every time I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was against you, I could have been turning you in every time I done saw you. So she's like, well, you don't know what's going on, and you trying to snap at me, and no, I'm not trying to snap at you, but for you to come off and say, do I got something to do with them being down here? And I haven't talked to you, and my mom haven't called me. I was like, well, obviously, mama don't know that they're down here because mama haven't even called and told me. And she was like, well, I'm just trying to, um, well, she got a lot going on, and she's just trying to see, um, who's against her, and
There they go with that term. A lot going on. What's a lot going on? You're struggling. So then why do y'all love to struggle with these kids right by your side? If you struggling, give the kid to the dad and get your shit together. They always use it. I had a lot going on. That's the same shit the last bitch said, and we're talking to love. Cause I had a lot going on. I told you why they use that excuse to duck accountability of bad decisions made while they had a lot going on. Don't even be a lot going on.
people treat her wrong, and I'm like, you need to go get help because everybody treating you wrong. And I'm like, if I wanted to turn you in, I was like, girl, I could have been turned you in if I was so against you. So I hung up on her, and she's been calling and texting, trying to figure out, I guess where I'm at or whatever. But to be honest, I don't know what's going on. I could care less. But for her to come off at me talking about that I know y'all was down here.
Now, can you imagine if the sister had no integrity, like the majority of these modern women? She'd be helping her. She'd be aiding and abiding a fugitive. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Imagine how many sisters help their sisters be stupid, yo. Imagine how many cousins and brothers and family members help their family be stupid.
And then when I snap on her, like, no, I didn't know, and no, I haven't talked to them, and no, I haven't talked to my mom.
Right.
And now I'm mistreating her. Everybody's mistreating her and treating her wrong, and her boyfriend this, her boyfriend that. I'm like, well, I don't got nothing to do with how you, whatever y'all got going on. Well, you acting like him because you won't tell me you talking to them. I'm not even talking. I haven't even talked to them.
Wow.
So I called my mom. I was like, because my mom just left Monday. So I was like, have you talked to them? She was like, no, I haven't talked to them. Just the other day, I told them that, I came down here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, I just got a call that she was, that I guess they're down here. I guess they're in the area where the address they looked up, and they're in the area. She was like, no, I have my mom. She was like, she haven't talked to y'all, which, I know she haven't because she would have called and told me.
So who called you?
Huh?
So who called you? She did.
Yeah, Tasha.
It said that we was in the area.
No, it was a message.
So how did she know that we in the area?
I don't know. I didn't ask her. I'm telling you, this was our conversation. She got the going on about people mistreating her, and I hung up. I was like, you need to go get some help.
So does my son go? So does my son go to that school? Because it's like,
to what school? I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on. She was just like, y'all over here. I guess she's thinking y'all over here or over there or wherever. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. Like, we didn't talk. She came off the bag. Everybody was treating her.
How you doing, Miss?
To do with y'all.
Hey, how you doing, Miss? Hello?
Huh?
Hey, how you doing, Miss?
Hey.
Hey, so this is my name is Marcus. I'm actually the guy that initially interviewed Tasha. So I mean,
So did you call and tell her that they were down here?
no, not at all, not at all.
Okay, well somebody did. I don't know how she knows.
Well, I guess the way that she probably knew is because what happened is that we went to the school this morning. We went to Cleveland Avenue Elementary, and so I guess they alerted her that they had tried to withdraw him.
But I'm confused on how they let her because he don't even go to the school.
What school does he go to?
I don't know, but I know he don't go to that school. From what I know, it was online virtual school. They don't have online virtual school.
Okay, because I mean, I guess the thing about it, it's kind of been like a year and a half since he's seen his son.
Well, yeah, I'm aware of the whole situation, but when I tell them that, to be honest, I don't know what school you go to. From far as the last time it was a online school. I know he was taken out of public school, so the other option was online school. I don't even know the online school name, because she's not going to tell me that. She already think I'm against her. So you think she's going to tell me what the?
Well, does she stay there though sometimes?
No, she don't.
No. Okay.
She do not. I see her, but she do not live here. And I was like, I told her the same thing. I was like, well, you up there putting your address, talking about you over on Hateville, and you're not even over there. So, if anything, you should be mad at yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told her, but I didn't get to ask her no questions. I hung up because she was like, everybody's against her, they're mistreating her. I'm supposed to know y'all down here.
Well, and obviously, that you didn't know that they were down here. I'm the one that actually asked them to come down here. I just recently reconnected a young man with his father, a young black son with his black dad, and it felt really good. I got to tell you. Um, do you think that?
That's a fact, yo. Salute to Josiah. Josiah, we followed you through that journey right there. But you want to be careful, man. You don't want to get beside yourself, man, Marcus, man, and because these people is dangerous out here. But word, you damn sure dead. Damn sure dead.
Do you think that Sean deserves to be in his son's life?
I mean, every child deserves to be with their father. I mean.
So I mean, is it possible that you could? Is it possible that you could help him to get back in his son's life?
How I'm gonna do that when?
Well, I mean,
It's clear that she's not gonna come over here because she thinks that I'm already working with them. Like, I'm not. I haven't even talked to them. I haven't even talked to my mom. Like, so I was just all confused with the comment that was made about.
Well, she's clearly just, I guess things are kind of closing in on her. Maybe she's a little bit, paranoid. And it just so happens that the timing of everything with your mom leaving and then them coming down, but that just so happened to be a coincidence.
My mom was saying, she was like, "Were they down there? I didn't know that."
Right. It was a total coincidence, and everybody knows that except her. And so the point.
I didn't see her when my mom was here. Like, it's to that point. Like, you think she's gonna tell me anything? She didn't even come see her mom. No, my mom didn't see none of the kids. No, she didn't even go to the birthday party that was at a public place because my mom was there. Like, is that so? You think if she think I'm talking to them or my mom about her, that she's gonna come around or tell me where she at?
Well, let me. Can I ask you a question?
Can I? I asked her, was she gonna come and see the birthday party that my mom was telling me about? Oh, well, I don't know where we're at right now. We're pretty far out that are like trying to throw me off with her location.
Right.
I don't care about where you at, if you down the street or next door. Like, if that's the case, I would have been like, yeah, she over here, y'all pull up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, for some reason, she's like, everybody's against her.
Well, I mean, but see, here's the thing, though.
Trying to get in the between them.
Well, and it's because it's not against her; it's for her son. That's what this is about. And so it's more so the fact that, Sean doesn't want to necessarily play games with her or keep him away or anything like that. He wants to co-parent. And so he's trying to play fair, do the right thing. And it just seems like this has gone way too far.
Yeah, I don't know. She's her own person. I mean, I can't tell her anything to change anything.
Well,
that's a fact.
Do that now, like, she don't listen to her mom. I don't know why anybody thinks she's gonna listen to me. I don't know where she be.
We understand that a slave owner cannot tell another slave owner what to do with the property, so we get that, and that's part of the sisterhood. That's part of the sisterhood and the sister code. You know what I mean? Slave owners don't dare call out another slave owner. You know what I mean? This is why y'all would dare take a runaway slave back to his plantation. When the child running away, y'all catch him and take him right back to the plantation, right back to the beating.
She don't tell me what she be. Like, she's hiring it for me. Like, dead serious. Like,
so you don't know what shelter she was at?
She didn't come to see over here because my mom was here.
Do you know what shelter were you picking her up from?
But I wasn't picking her up from no shelter.
And shit crazy, guys. But that's the conclusion of our show, guys. I got to get my ass on over to the court. Y'all wrap up, strap up. Do not play with your life. It's been a good one. It's been a real one, guys. And y'all know the truth with proof, guys. You know what I mean? Remember, you are the prize, guys. Do the work. Do the work. Ain't nobody fitting to give you nothing. You know what I mean? We men. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is, guys. Salute to all of those that watch. My ladies, salute to my ladies that watch. You know what I mean? Let me give some shout outs on the Cash App. I want to salute my guy XL Pro. I want to salute my girl Jalen Breeze. I also want to salute my girl Sophia. Salute to you, Sophia. Also want to salute Down South Yellow. Salute my brother. You already know my guy XL Pro. Salute. And I'll check y'all later, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all Turkey Day, guys.
You are not niggers. You are not coons. You may smoke reef and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things, but you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.